Ball baako a yɛrebɔ, obiara ani taa Barcelona akyi. Obiara against Barcelona is Barcelona against the world. Man United fans, Chelsea fans, in fact, Real Madrid fans, football fans all over the world, obiara taa Barcelona. Why? Aden, ɛdɛn nkwa ne ayɛ mo? Ɛdɛn nkwa na Barcelona ayɛ wiase football is obiara ani taa Barcelona akyi anytime we are playing. Nkurɔfoɔ de bi nim ayɛ form my friends who are Chelsea, Man United, and also Madrid fans. Obi a friend me can adwene anyhow. With that being said, welcome to the channel. This is Football Update, and I'm here to give you my post-match review of what happened in the game against Barcelona Inter Milan. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video, leave your comments down in the section below. In fact, the trolling is okay. We beg you, free us. And then let's get into the match analysis. Now let's look at how both teams set up for the game yesterday. Now we start Inter Milan. We have Soma in goal, and also with their back three, Bishek, Acerbi, also Bastoni. And in their midfield, we had Dumfries, Barella, Chanaloglu, Mkhitaryan, and DeMarco. Up front, we had the two strikers, Martinez and also Thuram. For Barcelona, in goal, we had Szczesny, and then our back four, Eric Garcia right back, Paco Bassi Martinez center back pairing, Gerard Martin at left back, and then we have Frankie de Jong and also Pedri for our midfield pairing. Then Dani Olmo as number 10, Rafinha, Lam on the flank, and also Ferran Torres as our striker. Now, coming into this game, I was one of the few people who criticized restarting Gerard Martin, saying that he was kind of awful in the first leg against Inter. Although during the weekend against Valladolid, he provided an assist and he did decent. But coming into this game, I was kind of skeptical starting Gerard Martin in this game. But all being said, the first half was kind of we didn't start the game well for Barcelona. Inter Milan, as usual, went 2 goals up. We kept chasing the game as it happened in the first leg. For a moment, most Barca fans felt it's all done. But on my TikTok, I posted a video at halftime saying that I believe this team will come back because we've known to be the comeback kings this season. Yes, if you've watched Barcelona this season, no matter how many goals you put past us, we are still able to come back to either equalize or even win the game at the end. So I was very confident when we went down 2 goals. And lo and behold, in the second half, things really changed. I don't know what Hansi Flick said to the players, but things really took a different turn. And then Barcelona went up 3 goals to 2. This is where everything changed for Barcelona. We had Inigo Martinez, who was on a yellow card, and then Hansi Flick didn't want to risk him getting a red card for the rest of the match. So what happened? He made a change. He sat on Ronald Araujo, and that was the turning point for Barcelona. Someone who should have come on to save the day, to defend well against Inter Milan with his height, with his speed, with his strength. He rather came on and he killed us. And this is not the first time this is happening to us, Barcelona, with the same guy, Ronald Araujo. I don't want to focus this video on Araujo, but we can all agree that he has been very awful as a defender. And when this guy was threatening to leave, I think we should have made him go. We should cut our losses and let this guy go. And although he extended his contract a few months ago, I think, if I'm not mistaken, in the contract, there's a clause that allows him to leave this summer for a stated fee between 55 to 65 million, if I'm not mistaken. We should just cash in on Araujo. And I don't even understand why Hansi Flick decided to bring on Araujo when we have Christensen on the bench. Yes, Christensen, who hasn't played all season, but when he came on in these past 3 games that he played for Barcelona, he played as if he never left. He understood the Hansi Flick highline better than Araujo has. And that goes on to tell you how awful a defender Araujo is. And I just don't want to go on and on about Araujo. But looking at the transfer agreement between Jonathan Tah and Barcelona still in the pipeline, I think we should let Araujo go and bring in Jonathan Tah. Should we call this inexperience? Because at the 87th minute, we were up by 3 goals to 2. We thought we've already won the game. 87th minute, we have 3 minutes to 90 minutes, and also we have 5 minutes to play. as an added time. Now, I still don't understand why Hansi Flick kept this team going forward. We could have defended for our lives in our box. Let's look what Inter did in the second extra. When they were up by 4-3, they were just defending. They were defending. In fact, left, front, center, anywhere, they were defending. We could have defended at that 87 minutes when Rafinha equalized to give us the lead. But what did we do? We kept on pushing higher on the pitch, and that left our back line vulnerable, and they capitalized on it. Like I said, there were a lot of controversies and some inconsistent calls in this game, and I don't want to really make this video about the referee because he was really great in this fixture. Although people before the match were saying that he is a Madrid fan because they've seen him with a branded toiletry bag of the team Real Madrid, and therefore he has some kind of interest in this match. But no, this referee did really good. But I think that there were some calls that could have been checked by VAR. For example, that goal that led to the equalizer by this guy Acerbi. Dumfries fouled Gerard Martin. It was clear. I mean, if you've watched the video over and over again, he fouled Gerard Martin and he fell. And that led to the cross that Acerbi converted to score. And Rafinha, who defended awful, you are on one-on-one duel with a player, and then you let him get the best of you to score this goal. I mean, we can talk about a whole lot. Couple of penalty calls for Barcelona that were ignored. I mean, some fouls, couple of yellow cards that could have gone in the direction of Inter Milan. But like I said, I don't want to make this video about the ref. But yes, it's the Champions League football, and then I think our journey have come to an end as a team Barcelona. But this is a young team that is still going to learn, and I think they have much more to give in the coming seasons. I wouldn't call this season unsuccessful. We've already won 2 trophies this season. We have the Super Cup, the Copa del Rey. It's something to celebrate and be happy about. Now we still have 4 points clear of Real Madrid in the league, and then we have them to play this weekend. Now let's talk about Barcelona coming into this fixture. Before then, we had played the Copa del Rey final 120 minutes with Real Madrid, which we won. We then came on few days after, that is like 3 days after, to play Inter Milan at home, which was an intense match. We are talking about building fatigues here. Now, we played Valladolid also 3 days after the match against Inter Milan, and for that reason, Hansi Flick thought it was to rotate his team. But we went down by a goal to nil, and then we needed to bring on our big guns to really save this game. Now, we came back into this Inter game, 120 minutes again, an intense game. In fact, at the end of the game, we saw all the players from both teams. They were lying on the pitch. Both were very tired, exhausted, but they were extremely exhausted. Now we are going into this weekend. We have today and Friday to rest for the match against Madrid at home, which happens to be in the La Liga Clasico. Now, if Madrid is to win against Barcelona this season, it should be this match because we have accumulated a lot of fatigue. And I don't want to make excuses, but yeah, this season I think we have Madrid in our pockets, and there is no excuse for Barcelona. We have to win this game. We have to win this game to go 7 points clear of Real Madrid to decide the league this season. And I trust my boys with all the anger, with all the disappointment from this Champions League campaign. We are going to put all that into the league and just wrap up the league and then be the champions of La Liga. In fact, if we end the season with the La Liga, the Copa del Rey, and also the Super Cup, in fact, it's a successful season for Hansi Flick in his first term. I can't ask for more. This will be my post-match review on the Inter Barcelona game. Look out for the video or my match build-up to the Clasico. I'll see you guys in the next video. Visca Barca.